Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a heroic Salamander's Power Sword build for the Techmarine class in Space Marine 2 Patch 14. Now, the Salamander's Power Sword is the new fencing option. It has the heroic perk effect here called Nocturne's Retort. Perfect parry to empower the blade and deal 300% more damage with the next light attack in speed style. Hold up to 6 in power stacks. The parry window is smaller. So the parry window of this weapon is identical to a block option and the Argent Edge. And on the Techmarine especially, you want as many gun strikes as possible, and fencing is actually pretty good for that. Now, the big thing about this one for Techmarine, though, is that since this is primarily focused on damage buffing your light attacks, you can actually skip over perks like Arc Cleave, because usually on a power sword or like a power axe, you always take this perk or the equivalent overcharge on Bulwark and Assault, because their damage buff for Power Rake is just way too good to not take. But on this one, you actually do as much damage as a Power Rake on your light attack within power stacks, and because of that, you can just take Omniscient Axe Deflection down here instead for range damage reduction on perfect parry for 10 seconds, or stuff like Methodical Destruction for damage debuffing the enemies. So it's actually a lot of utility here and gives you some new options. So number one on the perk tree for the Salamander's Power Sword, I take the Armored Strength perk. Moving here to the perk Master of Offense, after you switch your sword combat style, you will deal 20% more melee damage for 5 seconds. The cooldown is 10 seconds. Now, on the power sword, you will always be combat style switching. It doesn't matter if you only use your speed style for attacks. The way this weapon works is that if you use a dodge and you hold down your melee attack button, you will be able to swap your stance into a lunging attack immediately, and that's an amazing gap close, which you use in like pretty much every build, which is why Master of Offense is so strong, and you pretty much trigger this off cooldown pretty much every game. Next perk here is Perpetual Strength, and down here the perk Perpetual Strength again. Then I pick up the perk Tranquility and Melee Onslaught for 10% melee damage buff. Now, you might be wondering why we don't take Momentum Gain. Well, this is a bigger perk investment than the bottom tree is in the first place, because we already have perks we want down here, like Hard Target and Cutting Edge, and also Momentum Gain only buffs your light attacks, which is pretty good for this weapon, but usually the flat 10% buff down here is better overall because it affects everything, and this one also is built up to that higher damage number, which doesn't always happen. Next perk here is the perk Melee Onslaught into Hard Target, and then I pick up the perk Cutting Edge for a 50% damage buff to our Power Rake, and then we grab the perk here Extremis Slayer, Majora Slayer, Terminus Slayer, and of course the perk here Speed Restoration for double CHP recovery in speed style to get more of our HP back, because you do use the speed style quite a bit on this option. Now, for the ranged weapon, I do take the Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle. This is by far the best option for the Techmarine currently, because the grenade launcher will just give you back all of your contested health on like a single shot, and that is super valuable on this guy, because the big issue with Techmarine is you have the lowest HP total in the game. Tied with the Sniper class, you don't have any HP buffs like Vanguard, Assault, Attack, and Bulwark do, and even the Heavy over here with Fortitude, and you also have no damage reduction outside of stuff like the Reinforced Position, or down here with range damage reduction on Omniscient Axe Deflection. So if you lose your armor on this guy, and your contested health recovery is really in its cooldown, you really need an option to immediately get that back, or you're probably going to lose out on HP overall. So really good for him. The grenade launcher is amazing because of that, which is why you always pick this up. Now, for the perk tree on this weapon, I do take Extended Magazine first. Magazine size increases by 15% of the maximum. This will buff up both your grenade launcher portion and your magazine capacity, so super powerful value perk. Next perk here is Magazine Restoration. This will give you back one full mag on a 30% HP drop or below, with a cooldown of 30 seconds. This is pretty decent for your overall ammo economy. Just keep in mind, this will not recover grenades, only base ammo. Next perk here is Cleaving Fire into the perk here Remote Threat. Then I pick up a Great Might and the perk Headhunter, and go down here for the perk Increased Capacity, because this will buff up our total ammo and also our grenades again. Next perk here is Recoupment for 1 armor restore on a Majoris or higher enemy headshot kill with a cooldown of 15 seconds. Armor restore on the Techmarine and Operations and Hard Strats is super strong, so I would definitely pick this up. And next perk here is also great for us, which is Rapid Health. When your health is below 30%, killing 7 enemies rapid succession restores your health by 10%. This will be super easy to trigger at low HP, and like I mentioned before, being low HP on Techmarine means you're at risk of exploding, so definitely grab this. And the final perks here, Perpetual Penetration, Extended Magazine, and Divine Might. And if you don't care for like flat damage as much as headshot damage, you could pick up Tactical Precision, or even like skip over this for Tactical Precision, or maybe Extended Magazine. But I think this one's overall better because your grenades are actually pretty damn strong. Now, for the secondary here, since we are a Salamander's Techmarine right here, or a Deathwatch Salamander, we're going to be taking the Inferno Pistol. The Inferno Pistol is actually pretty good on the Techmarine. The limited gun strike range of this thing doesn't affect us because we have a servo gun for the gun strikes, and also the ammo capacity here is very high, and even if you want to take the rate of fire version, you can definitely do that as well. This gun's actually pretty decent these days. Now, for the perk tree on this, I do start off with the perk here, Petrol Range first, moving here into the perk Brace Reload. Then I grab the perk Petrol Range up here into Great Might, and I grab Increased Capacity, Adamant Restoration, and of course Extra Shot and Trick Shot for Armor Restore. And this will also give us even more ammo economy, and this is the same way I would set it up for the other rate of fire version. Now, for the perk tree here, I do take Precision Enhancement first. The servo gun now targets single dangerous enemies and fires out powerful precision shots. This is by far the best on the hard strats and operations, and even the siege mode these days. I mean, when you put this down with Lethal Perimeter, you will just wipe out like an entire Extremis spawn. It is super strong, and also keep in mind, your servo gunshots on like any variant, they recover your contested health. So when you have this area down, even if you're knocked over, you will still be getting your HP back and doing tremendous damage. So a really powerful perk effect. Definitely pick this up. Next perk here is Omniscient Axe Deflection. After a perfect parry or perfect block, you will take 25% less damage from range attacks for 10 seconds. This fits perfectly into a Salamander's Power Sword build because we have perfect parries very easily on a fencing option. And the next perk here is your choice of like a long range barrage or even push the advantage or methodical, or excuse me, explosives adept, because all of these are actually pretty decent on this build. Next perk here is Battlefield Repairs. Squad members restore one additional armor segment for finishers on Majoris or Extremis enemies. This perk is just the best Techmarine team perk. I mean, 2 armor back instead of 1 is incredible in Space Marine 2, especially on a class as squishy as this. Ever since they changed this perk effect from like a stim buff to giving you extra armor, it has been a top tier pick. Next perk here is an extra salvo for no knockback, though alternatively you could pick up like designated target or synergistic arsenal here. And next perk here is plunging salvo for equipment recharge on a 75-second cooldown on a kill or incapacitate with our servo gun, because this perk is just incredible precision enhancement because you'll pretty much trigger this off cooldown. Next perk here is Fortifying Salvo. Killing or incapacitating an enemy with a servo gun restores an armor segment. The cooldown is 30 seconds. Stacking armor restore in this game is very strong. If you want to take the perk down here, Strategic Gun Strike, for more damage at range and also only targeting Majoris, you can do that. However, the precision enhancement already like prioritizes Majoris and Extremis anyways, so having this option for armor restore is actually pretty strong. Final perk here is Lethal Perimeter. The servo gun marks a zone and automatically attacks enemies that enter it, using 50% less energy per shot. I actually much prefer this one over Decapitating Stratagem on the precision enhancement because it gives you a lot of, you know, personal aiming basically, where you get to choose where your shots are going, and especially on single targets like a Neurothrope or Zoanthrope, it is really easy to precision shot them with your servo gun, so really nice synergy there. Now for the prestige perk options, I just take Chained Headshots for headshot damage, Unflinching Focus for invulnerability during the sentry guns, Stim Boost for more HP, and the final perk here is either Furious Gunstrike or Defensive Stance. If you really want to like skip over like Stim Boost for whatever reason, you can just pick up these 2 instead, because Furious Gunstrike is actually pretty good on the Salamander's Power Sword. And that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, the Salamander's Power Sword, it feels really nice to use. This might be my favorite Power Sword in the game right now, besides the block one, and I really do think this might be over the Xenophase Blade. I mean, Xenophase is really strong for damage, but this one just has way more utility besides like the range hits of the power rakes on this one, and at like the very least, they are a side grade to each other, which is kind of the whole point. And that's all I have to say in this one, guys. If you like content like this, subscribe for more. And if you want to watch me live, ask me questions about the game, or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description. I'll also link to my community Discord. And I also want to say a special thank you to my channel members. You guys have been super supportive, and I really appreciate that. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye.
Let the servo gun do its job.
I think you felt that. Oh, this class is so much fun. We're pulled back over here. Those sniper shots have been diabolical recently, so this is where long range barrage is really good. Those snipers. that might get me. Okay, no. You're who I actually want dead. You sure? My grenades are fucking amazing, by the way. I'm saving the servo gun for any future ranged fan. Like you. One precision servo gun for an enraged devourer. That's a damn good deal if I say so. I take that deal. That deal every time. Look, it's every single second parry there is actually bugging out.
Tyranids dispersed. You honor your warrior.
There's a turret up there. It's good than that, huh? Yeah, it's not bad for us. Sanctified Wrath Reliquary is actually pretty good in this weapon because you get no knockback and that bonus damage plus a multiplicative 25% buff. Pretty good.
Cycling cartridges.
What's going on today?
sentry gun. Small arms infect this area. Xenos alpha beasts eradicated.
We never map the artifacts. I think I like that more.
I can restore this sentry's operational status. Incoming small arms confirmed. Observer Harness gun available. Living gun battery destroyed. Replenishing ordnance. Munitions depleted.
It's just a spore mine faster.
Large Tyranid organism destroyed.
Oh, I almost missed. I almost hit me. These snipers have been a bit deceptive with their shots recently. A little bit.
Tyranid leader base
Does
destroyed.
Chaos Siege coming past 15? Yes. Precisely when it comes in. Dude, these guys have been firing way faster, I'm telling you.
Slightly cartridges. Gun strike ready to deploy. My servo harness gun will handle this. Inserting fresh
I'm
magazine.
telling you guys, Salamander Power Sword, pretty good. Melt the Power Fist buff when? Hopefully soon, because that one, I'm gonna need Jesus. Still, not as much as the PPS, like at least it functions as a weapon now, but definitely not great.
Servo gun is fully operational. Locus established. Electo, they utilize visual deception. Ambush. Rob the enemy of solid reinforcements. Let the servo gun do its job. Xenos alpha beast eradicated. Stealth-based Xenos revealed and removed. Replenishing ordnance. This tarantula is still battle-worthy. Just personnel files here. Servo harness gun available. Got them. Automated weaponry engaged. Monstrous Xenos eradicated.
Is a new heroic Melta any good picking up first? Worst, it's the worst one. I wouldn't even bother.
Munitions replenished.
Not good at all. Unless you really, really, really want to use a Melta Fist for whatever reason, I would not bother. 'Cause, like, as a weapon, it's the weakest option. That's probably the weakest power fits besides like the relic tier fencing one right now.
No turning back. Understood. Traversal may proceed. Reloading. Xenos activity is increasing rapidly. Prepare to engage. Servo gunstrike in progress. Replenishing ordnance. Large Tyranid organism destroyed.
Well, they up the waves a bit this patch. Let's see.
Throwing crab grenade.
Melter rifle any good? I think the melter rifle's great. I really liked it in the PTS though. I don't think it's very good in Vanguard, but like on the tactical it's quite good.
Xenos alpha beast eradicated. Cycling cartridges. Servo harness gun available. Tyranid Xenos organic matter rots under our proteins. Servo gun is fully operational.
Sheesh. Easy fan. It's your
My servo harness gun will handle this.
those two. Now I definitely get it. Oh, okay.
Activity. Target eliminated. Salamander eradicated. Attention, spore mines detected. Large Tyranid organism destroyed. Reloading. Shut down their core for reinforcements. Fire artillery strikes. Silence the enemies before they request backup. Servo harness gun available. Let the servo gun do its job. Gunstrike ready to deploy. Replenishing ordnance.
I think the melter rifle's an upgrade or a side grade for tactical. Definitely a side grade. I mean, it's better at some things. Like you can stagger enemies from farther away. That's pretty good. Power Sword's be the best weapon from this batch, right? I think it is. After playing with it more, I think it's definitely, it's either this or Lord Executioner's Axe, but I don't think any of the ranged weapons are like super strong. Like we didn't really get anything on the level of Heroic Heavy Bullet Rifle this game, of this patch, but not to say it's bad. Where? Oh.
Psychic organism purged. Salamander gun available.
The Stalker might as well be a cosmetic. I mean, that Stalker bolt rifle, the Auspex scan will stack with the other Auspex scan, but the damage buff's just not that substantial, so I don't think it matters that much.
Acquired additional resources. All according to the Emperor's plan. Rates of activation have been observed. The generators humming the machine god's name. Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload. Vibrations emitting from generator 3. Operator, bring it into harmony of timing. X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will. Attention to axes remain.
Restart rename train, I can do that.
Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation. Enemy units called for backup. Automated weaponry engaged.
Okay. Oh, that guy blocked all the shots. See, that's what I was talking about, where the lethal perimeter and precision enhancement, they will target Majoras anyways and Minoras, so you're not actually wasting shots, so you don't really need strategic strikes, as long as you turn it off fast enough. Oh, there is one over there. We get held up here. I might use some nades on this. Actually, we shouldn't need to. We should be fine.
Servo gun is fully operational. Replenishing ordnance.
God damn. Look at all this shit.
Firewall detected.
Yeah, bioboards are so anti-fun. They suck. Even after you kill them, usually you have to deal with like, you know, their leftover shit pile of spore vines after an FTG in the game. What's up, Osborne? We're seeing a Salamander power sword Techmarine right now. It's actually pretty good. Definitely the best heroic of the new bunch. I was like leaning that direction last time, but now it's true. So do you have to crit those guys off?
Ammunition acquired. Gun strike ready to deploy. Demolition deployment sequence complete. And there is no currently on the Sire's watchful Oculus.
So I turned off there.
Captain. It is an observation platform overlooking the Cryptomedium fields. It will make a good vantage for your operation.
Optimus reached 110 stream watch freak. I wonder what that would be if I didn't reset it that one time. Melta Power Fist would be sick. The Melta effect replaces the back fist. That would be pretty nice. Would not mind that. Precision enhancement's so good. 120 plus ish. Probably more than that. You're like a 50 plus at that point. Something. Anyway. A lot of guys in this one. I actually should be able to one-shot him here. Or one burst him. What even stopped my shit before? Actually just spamming rush attacks at me now. Look at him.
Repurposing battlefield sentry.
Oh, go. This guy's actually spamming me. I'm being spammed. I'm being sunlocked. I'm being spammed. Scrub Ravener only has one move, dude. Guy's just shooting laser beams at me in Injustice 1. Ravener's not attack canceling. I actually prefer that. If we're swinging light attacks.
Gunstrike ready to deploy. Monstrous Xenos eradicated. Inserting fresh magazines.
I don't think Saber has the resources to handle both PvE and PvP. I mean, they definitely have the resources. Definitely do have the resources for it. Will they do it though?
Run distraction efforts.
That is the question.
There is one thing I know, Lieutenant. It is how to pin down an enemy. I will hold you to that.
Yeah.
Activating Tarantula sentry gun. Automated weaponry engaged. Rearming walking. Restoring sentry to battle-ready status.
The new power sword with the assault class. New power sword's good with every class. Every class has a power sword here is good with it. You know, maybe they're gonna give the tactical power sword as like a little bonus weapon in patch 10. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe that's coming.
No turning back. Understood.
Anything here? It's a long mission, guys. It's a long mission.
Replenishing ordnance. The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding. Xenos Alpha Base Got a job. Server gun is fully operational.
That's fucking toxic.
Brothers. Keep it up. Firewall detected. Small arms of Theros. Fire Tyranid assault suppressed. On performance. Tyranid leader base destroyed.
Oh, the patch is going well. It sure is. Sure is. Sure is.
Munitions
Pretty fun.
replenished. The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark. Large Tyranid organism destroyed. Gun strike ready to deploy. You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Oh, finally.
We end this now.
Which Strum 70 do you think is the most fun to fight against? Probably Lictors, when they actually let you parry them. And they don't bug out.
Extraction complete.
Like Lictors are fun to headshot, yeah. Unless you just stagger them and go immediately into a Bolt Sniper. Hey, we did it. That was a long ass game.